states.
Well, exactly. That provision will be in the, and you'll see it. It's pretty much the way I said it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to share something. It might be related, or it might not. But there is a lot of arguments that I heard lately from Charles County citizens that they don't want more houses to build in here. And the official elected, the answer is being already plans for the past 30, 40 years. San Charles Company, whatever, they own so much land.
Who's that company?
And they can build as many houses as they need. And the government of Charles County cannot stop them. Because they got to pay, so they got to pay that company so much money because they're going to lose so much profit. That's what I hear. I got no idea. I don't know if it's related to this or not, but a lot of Charles County citizens are very concerned about that because that's going to make the traffic even worse and everything else going to be worse. So I just want to share that with you guys.
This is a very fascinating topic that could take many, many sessions. I want to start by saying this certainly should not be an issue that should be politicized or weaponized by any side of the argument. There's this little thing in this country called supply and demand that drives housing, as an example. So the houses are being built because people want them, not because greedy developers are just throwing up houses and expecting people to live there. So when you have situations where you have recorded lots and such, that doesn't mean that they'll be built until there's a demand for them to be built. And what this argument that some people are bantering around seems to negate is that the people who buy existing homes have, for example, children who attend schools and help drive the population or what is perceived to be overcrowding in schools. So, if we want to have a fact-based discussion on this issue, I would certainly hope that it doesn't happen in this room, first of all, because it's not really a charter issue.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
But we need to just make sure that we stay as far away from that whole situation because it's land use, growth, and overcrowding are so complex, are such complex issues that we can't reduce them to bumper stickers and flashpoint sayings that get people's emotions stirred. So we should probably stay far away from that.
Well, and let's remember that the county. There's this, what some people refer to as smart growth, where you're trying to concentrate building in some areas and preserving environmentally sensitive areas. The county has entered into an agreement with St. Charles. Is it Article 90? There's some sort of number to it. Docket 90, excuse me. And St. Charles will extend, for those of you who've driven down St. Charles will extend all the way down to the edge of La Plata, and will be higher density than the rest of the county, and that is that's a done deal. That's not going to change. What sort of development there is outside of St. Charles is what the arguments are about, and I do think as far as people being upset on both sides, that's where the discussions become most heated, and that's why I want to be sure that what we're doing here with the land use, taking this out, leaves both parties in the same footing that they were in before we got started on this, so that neither side feels that, this proposed charter will give us the upper hand, or we'll put the other side at an advantage on that. And then it'll just be for the elected officials who get elected to sort this out. But there have been some problems between the state officials and county officials with regard to the tiers that they're talking. That is, the levels of development of different land. We don't need to know. We don't need to know everything about it to know that it's a hornet's nest.
Politics at its finest.
And
that's
we
all.
don't have to address that in this chart.
No, we just flip it over.